Happy Sunday to ya. Happy Sunday to ya. Happy Sunday. Hey y'all. Welcome to another edition of Sundays with Sand. So glad to have you with me. So I would like for you guys to subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends and family about the channel as well and have them like the channel and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if you are not aware of where we're coming from with this Sunday devotional, it is coming from my book. Let's see here. Be Still and Talk with God Daily. Be Still and Talk with God Daily. If you don't already have your copy, you can go to Amazon and get your copy and you'll have it for next week's session. There is also a journal available, a Be Still Daily Prayer Journal that you can get on Amazon as well. And most of the time I will be coming out of this devotional. I'll let you know when I am coming from a different source. Today we will be using the devotional for today's message. And the topic is, Who Am I? And as I've mentioned in previous weeks, I really appreciate you hopping on here with me on Sunday mornings. But I want to just encourage you to do your own devotion Monday through Saturday. And just jump on here with me on Sunday for Sundays with Sam. But just please remember to do your own devotional every other morning. Like I said, today's lesson is, Who am I? And have made us kings and priests to our God, and we shall reign on the earth. That's taken from Revelations 5 and 10, and this is the New King James Version. Who am I? When you know your true identity, you don't have to be told by others who you are. As the scripture in Revelation 5 tells us, we are kings and priests. And we know that kings and priests reign. God created us for an eternal relationship with him as a part of his royal family. And you know, when you think about the royal family, you think about the upper echelon. You know, these are the people who got some authority and some power. So guess what? You got some authority and power. Because that's what the scripture just said. That you've got some authority. You're reigning on earth. As a part of this family, we have dominion on the earth. This means to govern, rule, or have power over the kingdom, which is the king's domain. The kingdom is the king's domain. So we got authority in this kingdom that we're living in called earth. And as you answer the question of who you are, make sure that you're viewing yourself the way God sees you. You know, sometimes the picture that we paint is not a very good picture, but, you know, with God, we are his masterpiece. And, you know, he's got that canvas laid out, and the picture that he sees is just an awesome picture. We should not attempt to live up to anyone else's expectations except for God's. And, you know, a lot of people walk around with inferiority complex and they just think bad about themselves. They're always talking down about themselves because they're trying to compare themselves to other people. That is not a good idea. Do not try to compare yourself with other people. You know, they used to have this saying, keeping up with the Joneses. Leave the Joneses over there where they at. No, you ain't got to be worried about them. You just be concerned about your house. I mean, your physical body house that you live in, as well as your house that you dwell in. You know, you ain't got to worry about living up to nobody else. So you need to just take your power back as you walk in your own potential. And you can't let people make you feel inferior. The only way somebody can make you feel inferior is that you give them the consent to let you feel or make you feel inferior. So from today, January the 8th, you need to veto. I wish I had a gavel so I could just hit the gavel and say, no, you veto that. You don't give anybody consent to make you feel inferior. Don't give nobody else that power. They can't make you feel inferior. They need to go on to the next one. So knowing your God-given identity gives you validation. And validation means that you know that you're valuable and worthwhile. And that increases your faith. And you know that you're already equipped to do whatever it is God is calling you to do. And you have faith that he'll work through you to do it. Matthew 5:48 tells us to grow up, live like the kingdom subjects we are, and live out our God-created identity. So God has created us. We have a God-created identity, and that's what we need to walk in. And we look at Psalms 118:6, it says, now I know, Lord, that you are for me, and I will never fear what man can do to me. So why are you thinking about what man is going to do or what man is going to say? That's not even important. Not even important. So you need to realize that you don't have to be concerned at all about what another man is saying. So you got to know who you are, and you have to know whose you are. And if you're letting somebody else dictate what you do and try to write your story of your life, telling you what you should do, you need to take your pen back right now. Write your own story. Don't let somebody else write your story. You take the pen. However you want that story to go, however you want your life to go, that's what needs to happen. You don't need to let somebody else tell you who you are, because I've told you who you are. So now I was thinking about an example of riding in a car. So what I want you to know, instead of you being chauffeured around, you better take that wheel back and you need to drive yourself. Don't sit back in the passenger seat and let somebody else drive you, or maybe even sitting in the back seat letting somebody else chauffeur you around, and they trying to tell you to go this way or that way. Yeah, you might say, oh, well, no, turn on this street. But see, if they got the wheel and they driving, they can actually go whichever way they want to go. So you might say, well, yeah, I really like art, and I really think I might want to be an artist. That's something I have a passion for. I really like kids, and I want to teach. I would love teaching kids. And then somebody else over here driving your car telling you, girl, teaching don't pay nothing. And you gonna deal with them hard-headed children for that little money. Girl, you better go on and be you an engineer or something. And I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody's career. I'm just giving an example of how people can try to drive your car and tell you which way to go. But you need to be able to take that wheel back and lean with it when you drive. Drive the way that you want to go. That's going to work best for you. And what you need to do is get on Clarity Street. Then as you drive it down Clarity Street, you're going to turn on Purpose Drive. And then Purpose Drive is going to lead you on to Destiny Road. And you're going to be where you need to be, not where somebody else is telling you you need to be. Because you know who you are, and you know whose you are. So, claim your identity. You know who you are. So step in it and walk in it. 2023 is a new year. So take the wheel. Get on Clarity Street. Turn on Purpose Road. And then end up on Destiny Drive where you need to be. That's my message for today. Repeat after me. I am one and only one. I can't do all things, but I can do some things. And that I can do, I ought to do. And by the grace of God, I will do it. You all go out and have an amazing week. And I'll see you back here next Sunday for Sundays with Sand.